Hey guys, it's John from Beyond ARTV. It's time for a track review. The new A Day to Remember single, Paranoia, premiered today on Beats One radio program. Something that premieres a lot of new songs from a lot of artists that I keep up with and listen to. It's a shame that I no longer have an Apple Music subscription because, Apple Music, Spotify. I pick Spotify and the two just because I feel like it's a lot more user-friendly, but not here to debate those two. Let's talk about A Day to Remember's new track. I really enjoyed their last record, Common Courtesy. The whole falling out with Victory Records, releasing this independently, but yet still being with the label. From what I understand, it's just a really tricky scenario, a lot of legal mumbo jumbo that goes over my head. I don't know exactly what all is going on there, but it seems like we are finally getting ready to gear up for a new record, the first since 2013, almost 3 years since Common Courtesy at this point. And they struck a really good balance there. The heavier songs, like Sometimes You're the Hammer, Sometimes You're the Nail, and then just the more pop punk friendly ones, Right Back at It Again, City of Ocala, and then your slower, more meaningful tracks that just really hit home for me, like End of Me, just a phenomenal track with an awesome video. And then we had songs that I didn't really care too much about and ones that remind me a lot of this new and Paranoia, like Violence. That track did not do that much for me. I understood the message behind it, but it was just there, and I would listen to it kind of like this. And that's kind of how I listen to this new one. Paranoia is just your typical, like, the lyrics. I think that's the main thing that just irks me about it, is the fact that it's so typical, and I could just see this coming from any radio rock band, like Disturbed, and I hate to throw Five Finger Death Punch out there because it's definitely not on that level by any means, but in that terms of like radio rock readiness. I mean, look at some of the lyrics in this new track. I'm like a time bomb ticking in your head, paranoia clouding your judgment, and then all this stuff about run, hide, can I just fucking live my life? And it's just dime a dozen shit. It doesn't do much for me. The chorus, I guess, is catchy enough. It feels pretty basic in terms of A Day to Remember stuff because they are one of my favorite bands, believe it or not, in like the post-hardcore, metalcore, whatever you want to label them as genre. They're one of the bands from that scene that actually rise above. Bands like A Day to Remember, Hands Like Houses, Pierce the Veil, ones that actually stand out to me. But this does not jump out to me as special whatsoever. A Day to Remember have done so much better, and they can and will do better than this track. The guitar riffs on this thing are just very stale to me. It's something that you could almost see, like I could count it out in my head and like, okay, I see exactly where they went with this. The opening riff, it sounds interesting right off the bat. It was a riff that they said that they were playing around with in the studio, and it just turned into a full-fledged song just like that in less than a day. I believe it was actually in less than an hour, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I hate to say that it kind of sounds like that, but yeah, there's not that much here. I mean, clearly they added some more to it. There's a breakdown on it that definitely grew on me. That was the first preview I heard of the track, was the breakdown, and I didn't think too much of it then, but I will say it's, I guess, one of the more enjoyable aspects of the track at this point. It seems like there's a lot building up to that moment, but overall, am I a fan of this track? No. I find it to be skippable, and I find myself wanting a lot more out of A Day to Remember just because they are capable of so much more. If you're looking for just anything A Day to Remember will do it for you, then this track is going to get the job done. Obviously, you will probably enjoy this song. Most of their fans will probably eat this right up, but if you're looking for something that has a little bit more substance, I really don't think that this track is going to get the job done for you. It's going to leave you wanting a little bit more. You're going to be hungry after hearing this track. What will A Day to Remember do with the rest of the album? Will this song make the cut? I kind of hope that it doesn't. Hey, don't crucify the messenger. This is all just my opinion. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. Smash the like button while you're here and subscribe to the channel because friends don't let friends go unsubscribed. As far as a rating goes for this track, I'm going to go with a 2, possibly even a chance to be rounded up to a 2.5 out of 5. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will see you very soon right here on Beyond ARTV.